In this video, I'll be doing a short tutorial on how to create a flyer for particularly my junior high computer app students. So a flyer is usually a single unfolded printed sheet that is used to draw attention to an event, a service, a product, or an idea. It contains a very simple message that can be conveyed quickly. So that's what a flyer is. You see them all over the walls advertising different events or ideas. So what you're going to do in this assignment is design a flyer advertising a new after-school program or some type of a program using Google Docs or Microsoft Word. Use shapes, word art, text effects from your word processor, which are those two programs. Insert pictures if you wish, but if you do, make sure you keep the URL to cite them at the bottom of your flyer. Okay, so you'll need to make sure that you have location, days and times open, cost, the activity offered. And so you do have a rubric on this assignment. It's right here. So you have to have creative content. It's worth 5 points. So you must have the location, days, times, cost, any type of activity included. Spelling and grammar being correct is worth 5 points. Use of effects, including clip art, pictures, word art, shapes, page borders, or other creative items, 5 points. And citing your sources is also worth 5 points. You got to do that correctly. So we're just going to do a little bit of a tutorial here together. I started this flyer just to give you an idea. This is not an after school, this is a summer one, so not one that you could use. But here's just a few things that we can do. So let's go up to our insert tab because I want to make a word art. This is your word art. And I want to do swim team because that's what this is going to be. So then I can place it here, and that is one of my creative elements. I also want to add a page border. I think page borders make it look nice. You can choose from all these different line patterns, or you can choose like an art of some kind. I don't know what I'm gonna find. Huh, there's so many choices. Let's try this one. There we go. That's beautiful. And then we can also change some other things, such as adding some word art. I'm going to move this just a little. There we go. So we did word art, we did a border. Now, other things that we can do, there might be some shapes that you want to add. Like maybe a star. You can always insert some shapes. And then if you Control C copy it, Control V paste it, you'll get a second one of the same shape. So that's always kind of can make it look nice. So that's a third creative element I've added. You can change the shape fill. So if you don't like that particular color, you could change it. And then F4, that F4 button will do the same action again that you just did. So you can do the exact same thing. Shape effects, you can change them to have sort of like a shadowy look. I kind of like that one. Preset 4, that one's kind of cool. So I'm going to just F4 that on this other shape. Remember, same action again. Yeah, those look nice. I don't know if swim team's big enough. I think I might change that size up to about like a 50 maybe. Yeah. And then get it to center. You can see it's centered on the page when that green line appears. And what else do we need? We really need a picture. So I am going to Google, new tab, swimming clip art, free. And we'll just go to the images. All right, so I don't like the copyright classroomclipart.com, although no matter what you use, you gotta cite it. I kind of like this one. Let's go here. Oh, I'm going to save this image as girl swimming. I'm going to put it in my pictures, and it's a JPEG, which should work. And then this one I found on this page, so Control C, we got to keep that URL. That's what this is called. And for right now, I'm just going to paste that. Ooh, I pasted over something. Control V. There we go. We don't really need it to be so big. And now we want to insert our picture, right? So insert picture. We saved it in pictures and we called it girl. So if I start typing that, it should come up, girl swimming. There it is, insert. And there is our picture of a girl swimming. Now you can change the text wrapping or the layout options. If you go through, that can help you, or I like in front of text, so then you can just move it around anywhere to let you place it. And you don't get weird text wrapping around it. Otherwise, you can choose to go like tight, and it would wrap the text around your picture. Depending on where you place it, that could be an issue. So here's the URL. You would want to keep this, and to really make this correct, we would take it to Citation Machine. So let me just bring my Google back over again. Type in Citation Machine MLA, and we are going to cite a website and paste. There's my URL. I was still holding on to it. It was still copied. Here it is. Let's cite it. Continue. Oof, it didn't have an author, and it's not going to let me keep going until we put one in there. So I'm just going to do something that I know I can delete later. All right, and I will pause during this sponsored ad. Okay, so now my citation is done after the ad, so we'll just copy it quickly and bring it back over here, and I should just be able to paste right over top of this. And this is not an actual person's name, so we will just delete it, because if there is a source with no name, then it just starts with the title, and that's okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be big, it just has to be present. So there it is. This is a very simple flyer, but it would be a flyer. So we have, for all aspiring competitive swimmers, ages 8 through 18, so who's there, the dates, the times for practice, the meets, the cost, and where at. So I think this would do. I don't know why this isn't centered nice. There we go. I like that better. And we're done. You would turn this into your Google Classroom.